Hello, hello. Welcome to Victory Chat with Jackie Mckeever. I am Jackie Mckeever on Victory Chat. We talk about faith, finances, book, and business. Why? Because your victory starts here. It starts with the conversation. Remember, you can find a video version of this episode on my YouTube channel. You simply go to www.JackieMcKeever/links and click on YouTube and it'll take you right to it. And while you're at my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, and click the thumbs up to let me know that you like this episode. So y'all, I have been doing, today's topic is Will Smith and the Oscars. Oh, I know. Like, why is she doing Will Smith and the Oscars business? That's the title of today's topic. And that's what the title is, right? For those of you who don't know me, for those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, or you all are new to my podcast, my name is Jackie Mckeever. I am a business coach. What I do is I help people stop sabotaging their success, get productive with business plans and strategies to get them clients, because it's time for us to start pursuing a happy life. And in order to do that, guess what we need? We need to be able to finance that life. Anyway, enough about me. Let's get into this topic. Okay, so you all know I've been doing Behind the Author's Pen, and like I announced, we're gonna do the morning tea. So the Will Smith and the Oscar business is part of the morning tea. Y'all probably wondering what's the morning tea segment, right? This is where we grab our cup, put hot water in it, grab 2 tea bags, a little honey for sweetness, and sip on that tea. Listen, today I am drinking lemon ginger tea by Bigelow. Y'all, I'm doing an unboxing because the folks at Bigelow sent me some teas, and you all want to go to my YouTube channel. Go to www.JackieMcKeever/links to find my YouTube channel so that you all can watch that unboxing and listen to me talk about the benefits of Bigelow tea. The reason why I drink it. I love to drink it early in the morning, and sometimes I drink it in the evening, but I explained that more in that video. Anyway, back to the topic. Will Smith and the Oscars business. So y'all, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I was kind of going back and forth, like, should I talk about this topic? Because there is a way for us to talk about the business of everything, because business is one of the things that we're talking about. This broadcast is always positive. We're not going to down Will Smith, because Will Smith, above all, no matter how much money he has, he is human. Okay, but we're going to talk about the business of everything. So why is this even a topic? Okay, so the reason why this is audience should be interested in this segment and this information is Will Smith, regardless of what happened at the Oscar, is a kid from West Philly. He took his career from being a rapper, songwriter, to a 51-year-old Oscar-winning actor with a net worth of 350 million. Okay. He is noted for being one of the highest paid actors in the last 12 years. Okay. So, y'all, Will Smith has been about his business. Okay. But even though he's been about his business, he is human. He is human. So, speaking of being one of the high paid actors and stuff, one of the reasons why I'm personally a fan of Will Smith, and that has nothing to do with me putting a positive spin on the things that happen, because I'm about positivity. So that's the all that's going to learning lessons. Positivity is all that's going to come out of me. Okay. Anyway, it's because he did this movie that meant the world to me. Okay. At the particular time, I was like really down. The movie was called The Pursuit of Happiness. It's based on the real life story of Christopher Garner. Christopher Garner was a individual who sells scanning devices, right? He was a salesman, so he went to a doctor's office to sell this expensive scanner, this bone scanner. And during the course of selling it, he actually got into a cab and accidentally bumped into someone that had information that will change the course of his life. So a little bit more about Chris Garner. Chris Garner was a married man. He had his wife, who was a waitress. He had a son. Now, in the movie, Will Smith's actual son, Jaden, played his son in the movies when it was little, right? Because this movie came out, I want to say early 2000s, somewhere in there. But anyway, early 2000s. So anyway, he was constantly trying to get his family out of poverty. He was pursuing happiness because he felt like if he could get this source of income, the finances, then he could fund the things that he desired for his wife and for his child to have, right? So in the pursuit, of course, he failed. He failed, and it did hurt his marriage. Some things came along that hurt his marriage. Now, this is a spoiler alert. In the movie, his wife left him. And because he grew up without a father, he made sure he maintained a relationship with his son. So he kept his son. So back to the cab, he met this stockbroker and he shared a cab. And he found out that there was an internship, a 6-month internship available to help train, test, and help individuals become stockbrokers. He found out through researching and asking questions how much a stockbroker could actually make, which was a lot of money. He knew that he had experience with selling things because he sold these bone scanners, right? He had the desire to, he had a great why. He wanted to be that father that he never had. He wanted to provide for his family. He wanted to do great things, right? One of the quotes in the movie that I love, and I'm not going to tell all the details of the movie, but he says, you got a dream. If you got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you can't do it. If you want something, go get it, period. And I love that quote. The reason why that movie is so special to me is because during the time when that movie had came out, it was in theaters. I had took a test and I was failing. I failed the test. Now, you might say, what test? Well, I was in nursing school. And the reason why I was in nursing school is because I was in the pursuit of happiness. I got into nursing school. I was already working in the nursing department. And I tried to get into a program that would allow me to go to school and work part-time. And there's some other benefits to this program at the job that I was working. I did not get into that program for some reason. But there was another avenue so I decided to take a personal loan. I took a personal loan so I could go to this nursing school. Let me tell you, when you pursuing something, everything you can think of, all types of stuff come along to try to derail you. Okay. I mean, I was so stressed out, and I'm not going to say that's the only reason why I failed that test, but stress had something to do with it, because when I was on vacation and I took the first test, I passed it with flying colors, and I struggled when vacation was over. But still, I was trying to protect that dream. Well, I still failed. The day of this next test that caused me to fail the nursing program, I was nervous. I was so nervous. I was vomiting before the test. I was shaking. I was nervous. I felt like because I was so nervous, I had problems focusing on the answers. And I felt dumb. I felt like I wasn't enough. I felt like, how could I do this to my family? I was distraught. Well, The Pursuit of Happiness was a great movie that Will Smith played in that gave me confidence to continue on the journey. Now, me being a nurse or going to school for nursing was just part of my journey. I had other life plans for my life. But back to the Oscar thing. So Will Smith did not get an Oscar for that amazing movie. He actually got the Oscar for King Richard. King Richard is a movie that is based on Serena Williams and Venus Williams' father and their early career, how their career started, and the belief and the passion and the quotes that came from their dad and from their mom. But the movie heavily focused on the father. So during the Oscars, Chris Rock, and you can watch it on any social media because people are still making memes and making jokes and making all types of stuff about analyzing about what happened, what actually happened, what drove Will to slap Chris Rock for making a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith while he was hosting the Oscars. Right? So if you didn't know, Jada Pinkett Smith has alopecia. It's taken her a while. She's reached a point where she decided to shave off her hair. I, for one, can relate even to Jada's situation because I suffer from alopecia. I know you see the hair. I mean, thank goodness for wigs and weaves and everything else. You don't get to see me in a bald head. But if it ever comes a time where I feel like it's time for me to shave my head, trust me, I will shave my head. But it took me a long time, no matter what came out previously out of my mouth about the hair, about the looks. It takes a woman a really long time to come to terms with it. And I know Jada's quoted with saying she don't give a blank about the hair, but it took her a long time. And it doesn't mean that because, okay, you came to terms, it doesn't mean you won't have triggers to set you back a couple of steps or make you feel like you're insignificant because your hair, because we women are taught that hair is part of our beauty, that hair is part of our who we are. And when we lose that thing, we can feel like we're not beautiful, we're not enough, we won't be accepted. So alopecia is not just a physical condition, it's actually a mental condition too. It affects anything that affects the way you think, the way you feel about your environment, about yourself, can affect you. So it's my belief. Now, I don't know what caused Will to actually slap Chris Rock, but when he did his acceptance speech, he said he was in protective mode. When he was crying and apologizing to the Williams family, to the production, to the Oscars, I believe he was not acting, he was sincere. Because after it happened, I think that's when it hit him. He could have handled that in a better manner. After he slapped Chris Rock, he walked to his seat and he screamed toward the stage. And the reason why he screamed, going by what he said in his acceptance speech for the Oscar, he was still in protection mode. He wanted Chris Rock, who had for years made the Smith his punchline. To lay off his wife. Now, in my opinion, Chris Rock, instead of talking about Jada, he should have just went on and on Will. He could have made old Will Smith jokes about his past, about his presence, about, the tight shorts he was wearing during the movie. He could have went after Will. Everything would have been okay. And people around the world would not been talking about negative things about how Jada looked at him. He could tell he tried to laugh it off. He could tell Jada was hurt about it. That ticked him off. Because truth be told, we're all human. If somebody that I love was hurt by somebody, I would really have to pause. I would have to pause to not try to protect them. Nobody knows. I mean, people can say all over the world that they would not have slapped Chris Rock, but you don't know what you would have done if you were in this situation. And I'm not excusing violence. I don't believe that violence was necessary. But I understand his pain. I understand his flight. I understand that he was at a weak moment. And at the time, that seemed like the thing to do. And he acted upon it. But in doing this has affected his business, right? Of course, Will Smith went on to also apologize to both Chris Rock, the Williams family, the Oscars and stuff on his social media page. Allegedly, Jada Smith has done some interviews where she was where somebody said, some insider, she didn't do an interview. Somebody did a podcast or some type of social media post saying an insider said that Jada agreed that he reacted. He knows he overreacted. Okay. He knows, everybody knows that he overreacted. But the business of the matter is, since then, he has resigned from the Oscars, and his movie productions have been delayed, right? Which is costing him money. So we'll see what happens next. The only thing I can say is, can we get a guy a break? He's human. He's paying the consequences of his actions. He doesn't need the world to keep at him. Can we let this Will Smith stuff go? Because right now it's between him, his wife, and his family. I searched on some of his children page. I mean, it's got so crazy that people are saying crazy stuff on their children's page. Their children don't have anything to do with what happened. Why should they suffer? So if I could leave you with a note, is, according to the Bible, he without sin, let him be first to cast the first stone. That's what Jesus said. Anyway, make sure that you follow me on my Instagram page. My Instagram page is Jackie D. Mckeever. When you go there, send me a DM. Say, hey, girl, I listened to your podcast. What's going on? Greet me, and I'll greet you back. Thank you so much for joining me for this segment of the morning tea, where I grab my cup, poured hot water, a little honey for sugar, for sweetness, 2 tea bags. Today's tea, Bigelow lemon ginger tea, and sip on that tea. My name is Jackie Mckeever, and in this episode of Victory Chat, we went in and we talked about Will Smith and the Oscar business. Y'all, I will see you next time. Make sure you subscribe to this podcast. Sharing is caring, so make sure you share it too. See you later, go getters. Thank you for watching.